It's Better Than You by Metallica. Good old throwback for a throwback race in a throwback series. So it all works out. We come to those 20, but good to have everyone here for Darlington. 4 races to go in the NCCS season number 4. And my goodness, finding windows to do these races is getting trickier and trickier. So I highly apologize for that. I can tell that, well, yeah. Anyways, I could definitely tell that I've been, I shouldn't use the word slacking, but I should say not been doing these as much. But again, it's pretty clear as to why. But we're here, and we've got 4 races to go, like I said, including this one, the Mountain Dew Southern 500, here at the Lady in Black, track Too Tough to Tame, Darlington. 50 laps, and pit stops will be taking place. So this should be a pretty interesting race. Yeah, college schedules, oh joy. Well, that and also just how much it mentally just can, it's exhausting. But it's all good though. It's going good so far, though. We'll see what the future holds. Anyways, coming into this race, Cody Reynolds still hanging under the point lead, and a pretty comfortable one at that at the moment. It's about 80-something, I believe, over Roger Ray. Nick Kennedy has jumped to 3rd after the last race. So, still mixed matching it quite a bit from about 3rd through 10th. In the standings. Roger Ray and Cody Reynolds have been hanging on to the top pretty solidly for a good while here. We'll see if Roger Ray or anyone else can maybe close in on the number 90 in this one. Anyways, top 10 as usual. Michael Canto, car number 4 on the pole position. Got Matthew Phillips to his outside. Matthew Phillips was in contention for a little while, has kind of dropped back a little bit, but with the solid starting position, we'll see if he can jump up there. Evan Hunter in the top 10 in points, can definitely close in and get himself one step closer to the point lead. Starting 3rd here today, Chris Myers to his outside, the number 12. Jeffers linebacker Dawson Wheeler 5th and 6th, then Carter Friesen and Tom Jonas, and rounding it out are Seth Cole and Al Lagacy. Looking through everything here, not the best starting position for the 16 or the 90 for that matter. So door is definitely open. It is Darlington, so track position is going to be fairly important, but not as important as maybe say a Bristol or most short tracks. But you definitely would favor it over anything else. Roger Ray starting 15th. Good 15 spots ahead of the 90. Starting in the back, but still better than Andrew Miller. Which he darn well should be, because if you're behind Andrew Miller, I don't know what the heck you're doing. You might as well just get the heck out of racing, because my gosh, do you suck if that's the case. Man, I can tell my voice is a little hoarse here, but that's alright. We'll see what happens in this 50-lap event. It's the Southern 500. Gotta get the command, and we'll get him going. 4 races to go. We'll see what the championship picture looks like. Heading out of here. See how it goes. Weird lag there. I guess that's what happens when you have NR open on one screen for too long. Excuse me. So a pair of Chevys on the front row, pair of Fords in the second row, and then one of each in row number 3. Just making sure that everyone is rolling, and indeed they are. Pace car is in. And we'll get them going here in Darlington, South Carolina. The 4, the 31. It's a throwback race. In the Throwback Series, we're green at Darlington. Oh, car's hitting the wall. Nearly 4 wide back there. We all good? Actually, everything's all good. Looks like Mark Davidson, the 94, definitely has a lot of side damage. He hit the wall pretty good. And that whole right side is pancaked in. So hopefully that doesn't affect his pace too much. But Michael Cantor from the pole manages to hang on to the lead. Evan Hunter, Jeffers Lineback, Carter Freeze, and Matthew Phillips, the top 5. Outside lane in 1 and 2, really not where you want to be. You are going to drop back in a major hurry. But coming off of turn 4, that's actually where you do want to be, as long as you can clear the car to your inside. So it's kind of the interesting thing about this track. It's multi-lane, but depending on what corner you're in, like here, what's the 36? What's the run he's going to get on Johnny Gardner here, the 35? Not as big of a run there, but he is going to clear him, so that's the game that you play at a track like this. As Roger Ray already into the top 10 and 9th. Cody Reynolds, to answer Diego's question, which, welcome good sir, has dropped to the very, very back. Oh boy. That is not what he needs. He is going to look to the inside here, try and gain some spots back. But man, he's going to get moving. Mark Davidson looks like he's mostly okay in terms of pace. And hopefully they can also maybe repair some damage, as Canto got past the lead. It is Evan Hunter, new leader in the number 11. That's pretty big right there. He could definitely, I think, take the points lead if he's able to win here, and with where the 90's running, that is certainly a possibility. Jeffers Lineback trying to run him down, though, in the 42. Hopefully all the Xbox controllers for these people have good batteries. Keselowski. Well, so far they're looking good. Oh. I've had that happen to my PlayStation controller a few times. It's not fun. So yes, I have been there. As far as what happened to Keselowski and literally everyone else. That was weird, because I mean, Keselowski, Larson, Kyle Busch, even Truex all ended up running that wide. As a little bit of side damage on the 31 of Matthew Phillips. Looks like he may have also got the wall there. Unless that's just a damage glitch, but it does look like he's got the Darlington stripe there. How about that one? That is very true. That is very true right there. So Michael Canto fell to 5th. Could have been a lot worse there. Might get a spot back here. And is going to put the 31 on the high side. And you're going to see just how far he drops back. 1, 2, 3, 4 spots in one corner. Courtesy of that outside lane. Definitely not where you want to be, but still running solidly. He's not out of the championship hunt yet. But he's got to put together some decent runs. Yeah, I'm Byron. That's very true. And what caused that restart in the first place was Ricky Stenhouse doing the same thing. So, something happened to the corner. And I don't mean that sarcastically. That was pretty weird. Chat delay, yeah. Pretty normal. As we have 40 laps to go here. Pit stops will be taking place around lap 34, 35, 36. Somewhere in that range. As it's Ford, then 3 Chevrolets. Then Seth Cole's Pontiac rounding out the top 5. Matthew Phelps going to drop even farther back as Roger Ray makes the move. Going to bring Johnny Gardner and Chris Myers with him. But he's got a pretty decent gap back here to Nicholas Wade in 12th place. There's Jay Jefferson, last race winner at Kentucky. Running under the top 15 position. In between Nathan Ormond and Diego Pez, who's also top 10 in points. And looking to make something happen. Well, Byron's getting better. Byron's getting a lot better. So I wouldn't say that yet. He definitely was, I will admit, Byron was pretty lackluster at the beginning of the season. But he's coming around. I think he's gotten a little more acclimated, and I would probably put him pretty close to Bowman. But of course, that's just me. As the tire's wearing down a lot, you'll see almost a second so far as the lap times dropping off. This time it goes down. I will be interested to see what Cole Custer will be able to do when if he gets a decent cup ride at some point. Because I think that he's got something. But see, here's the thing. And I'll just go ahead and throw this out here, since we got a little bit of single file racing going here. I think that for me personally, I feel like Byron was just rushed into the Cup Series. I mean, he only had 1 year in trucks, 1 year in Xfinity. Yes, I know he almost won the championship in trucks, and he did win the championship in Xfinity. But that, in my opinion, does not immediately constitute put that guy in the Cup ride immediately. I say, even if the guy wins the championship in his first year, you got to give him at least maybe 2 or 3 years in the Xfinity Series to gain that experience. I mean, Cole Custer's rookie year in the trucks was 2014. We're coming into 2019. So I think what they're doing with Custer is way, way better in my opinion. I mean, Suarez is a little different because, I mean, they didn't have much of a choice. Because I don't think that Carl Edwards gave much of a heads up to Gibbs. So Gibbs had to do something on the fly. And Suarez was their best option there. But I do agree, had that not happened, I do feel like Suarez would have needed more time. I feel like maybe 2 years in trucks, 2 or 3 in Xfinity, and see where the guy is and go from there. Not 1 year and you're good enough to get in there. It's not going to work. We've seen that with Suarez. We've seen it with Byron. But see, now that they've had some experience now, Suarez is doing a lot better. And in my opinion, Byron's doing a lot better. Especially on the short tracks. He's a pretty darn good short track racer from what it looks like. I wish. Seth Cole making a move to the inside of Michael Canto here in turn 3. And with that kind of gap, he should be able to clear him and into the corner here. Sander Merrill making a bit of a different move there, trying the outside lane on Julius Anderson. That's not going to work very well. And hanging in there in 7th at the moment. The 99 is running right in the middle of the field at the moment, shown 21st. About another 10 to 12 laps away from pit stops, which should be pretty interesting as they're pretty well bunched up back here. A pretty good breakaway here amongst the top, looks like 11 drivers. But everyone just kind of nursing these tires to that pit stop, because my goodness, look at how much they've fallen off. A second and a half from their fastest laps, which were definitely set in the first probably 3 or 4 laps. The 77 I just saw in there was about 16th, 17th. And I'll be going to Delaware in 2 days' time. Yeah, I'll just throw that out here if anyone else is. I'm going to the Xfinity race on Saturday if anyone else is going to be there. I'm just saying. I mean, Delaware is kind of cool. I don't know. I feel like each state is different in its own ways. I pick up on the weirdest things. Like, to give you an idea, I've picked up on the difference between Pennsylvania and Maryland in terms of the color of the center line on the roads. Yes, I've picked up on that. Here in Pennsylvania, it's more yellow. In Maryland, it's more orange. Yes, I've picked up on that type of thing. Getting close to the halfway point here. And the battle for second's getting pretty tight. And Friesen looking to make the move on Jeffers' line back. If he can get even a fairly decent run, try and keep his nose to the inside of the 42. He's got help from Canto, but the 42 will be able to clear him. Santamero will put up to the high side, though, and is going to drop back possibly outside the top 10 from that. What if Jimmy wins Dover? That would be awesome. Just saying. What? Would I like to purchase a lamp? Yay, lamps. Friesen should be able to make the move this time, and he will, and Lineback going to drop courtesy of that outside lane. Canto, Cole, Anderson, Gardner, possibly Roger Ray are all going to get by. That is going to be about 6 spots lost for the 42. But Evan Hunter, as a result of all this, has checked out. Now Canto and Cole side by side. And Michael Canto going to get the run out of there. Drawn like a moth to the flame. So Evan Hunter has checked out. Carter Friesen mostly by himself in second. And everyone else still pretty bunched up. That's going to be Matthew Phillips now put up to the high side. And he's been having a tough time with that. Santamero trying to move back up into the top 10. He's had a solid season. And why the sad face? Hey, we are not moths. Now then, where can we find one of those 60 lamps? Oh god. 2+ seconds of fall off so far. So this will be a question of pitting earlier or pitting later. You would certainly think that pitting earlier is going to be the advantage. But past races have actually said otherwise. Staying out longer actually benefited some other drivers. So it's 20 to go. We're definitely within the pit. We're definitely within the pit window. So we'll see Who's going to pit win as Kanto on the tail of Friesen trying to make the move. Ooh, great run there through the middle. That might put Friesen in the wrong lane here. And it is going to. Friesen going to lose second, third, fourth, fifth, and almost sixth. Yeah, I saw that you had posted the race. Yeah, just Godspeed to him, and hey, hopefully you have some fun here. Maybe take your mind off of that. So lap 33, and Hunter's coming in, and he is going to be the first to do so. Kanto will remain on the racetrack to take the lead. Has anyone else come in aside from him? Negative. Doesn't look like it. I think everyone stayed out. So Evan Hunter, the first to come in. So Kanto takes the lead. And he's going to stay out again along with Seth Cole. Julius Anderson and Roger Ray are going to make their way to pit road along with Chris Myers. Sienna Merrill, the 02. There's Jay Jefferson, Dawson Wheeler, Nicholas Wade. Also coming down pit road this time by. So new leader going to be... Well, actually, the leader's going to stay. Michael Kanto, my apologies. Mark Davidson, we'll see if he'll fix any of that damage. Seth Cole, Johnny Gardner have also stayed out. They are now coming in. Along with Jeffers' line back, Carter Friesen gets into the back of Matthew Phillips. Coming on the pit road. That got a little scary there, but they all get it wound up in time. Tom Jonas, Diego Pez, Wyatt Quayle have all come in now. Nick Kennedy pulling out. So who's going to have the advantage? Al Lagasse, the 33, the Lone Ranger, who's pushed it this far, going to stay out here. But now he's coming in. Wow. I have to admit, you got a good memory. Although then again, can't blame you for something like that. Well, checking in to see how everything's going. Whoa, look out! Ooh! Oh! That might be trouble. Nicholas Wade into the wall. That is a lot of damage. Holy smokes. Insert Flex Seal joke. Wow. So checking in here. What? Okay, looks like Evan Hunter, yep, he is still the leader. Nathan Ormond has taken second in the 18. Just got by the lap car, Mark Davidson. Chris Myers just past Julius Anderson for third. So Anderson fourth. Roger Ray is fifth. And Sienna Merrill, Jay Jefferson, Seth Cole, Joe Rutkowski into the top 10. Wow. Then Johnny Gardner. But Nathan Ormond a good ways back. We'll take a look at the gap that last time by. 1.8 seconds. And he did run a couple tenths faster that lap. So we'll see what happens here, as there is Joe. Welcome, good sir. By the way, I messaged you on Discord. So yeah. That's all good though. And that time by, lap times are pretty similar, only about a few hundredths quicker that lap for Ormond. Evan Hunter is looking pretty darn good. I'm going to check in on where the 90 is, because this is going to get pretty darn tight with where they're running. From what I can tell, 33rd. This is going to be really tight, if anything. I think we're going to have a new point leader. Man, keeping it really close. As we're on a bit of a southern swing here in the NCCS, the next race is North Wilkesboro. Matthew Phillips losing out quite a bit. Probably repaired some of that damage that he had. And Michael Canto, also something went wrong. 41st. So a lot of things going wrong there. Oh. It's all good, man. 0.6, 0.4, so about a tenth and a half quicker. He is slightly faster, but it doesn't look like he's going to have enough time at the moment. But you never know. Although that time, Evan Hunter 0.2 faster. Calm down now. I hope that's sarcastic, because that is unnecessary if it isn't. 77. Shown 12th place. She actually did gain a little bit of ground on that round of stops. Might even be able to get another on Zachary Fitzwater here, the 13. Jeffers line back. Wyatt Quayle doing battle here. And oh, that's gonna get that's gonna get dicey, isn't it? Jay Jefferson and Joe Rutkowski. Nose to tail there. That usually doesn't end well. Sorry. Carter Friesen shown 18th. So did lose out a little bit there. Shoot up a shed full of lawnmowers. What the lawnmowers ever do to you? Too funny. Roger Ray on the tail of his fellow Ford here. Battle might eat up here for third. But checking up front. Evan Hunter running away with it at the moment. With 4 to go. Looking for his second win of the season. He won way, way back when this series went to Fontana. And that was a long time ago. They put my lawn in a bag and moved it to different places. Lawnmower lives matter. Well, one thing's for sure, that damage repair has helped Mark Davidson a lot. He's going to put himself back on the lead lap. With 3 to go. And to the 1,000th, Hunter and Ormond ran the exact same time that last lap. Montana. Roger Ray looking to get a couple more points here if he can get by Julius Anderson. It has been a pretty poor season for Anderson so far. But might have a little bit of solace here as Shannon Merrill put up to the high side. Rutkowski, Jefferson, and Gardner are going to get by. Is down to 2 to go. Now Jefferson looking underneath of Rutkowski. White flag has been taken by Evan Hunter. And car number 11 up at the front. This is where the battle is at the moment. I'm kind of intrigued by it because it's Jefferson and Rutkowski. Rutkowski on the wrong end of that. Checking up front. Evan Hunter, once he took the lead, he never had to look back. And coming to the checkered flag is going to win for the second time this season in the Southern 500. There it is. Win number 2 and possibly the point lead. I will have to look and see. Nathan Ormond, excellent second place. And Chris Myers, Julius Anderson was able to hold off Roger Ray for 4th. Seth Cole on a bit of a charge there. He will finish 6th. Then Jay Jefferson, Johnny Gardner, Sienna Merrill, and Zachary Fitzwater sneaking his way into the top 10. Season 2 champion and the Aussie legend himself, who by now has to have 300 wins. A pretty decent race there for Darlington. Again, next race will be North Wilkesboro for this series. As we're on a bit of a southern swing in just about all the series. Just had North Wilkesboro, I think, for the trucks, and they're about to go to Rockingham. So it's, well, I shouldn't say the southern swing, I should say the Carolina swing. But then they're going to Pensacola for their championship race. It's all over the place. So 15 races down, 3 to go now for the NCCS. There's the full finishing results. Cody Reynolds, 36th. That is not what he needed. So again, I think either Hunter or Roger Ray may have taken the point lead from him. Or if not, it is going to be very, very, very close. I remember the time I won 4 races in a season, but still lost the championship. Well, hey, that's just how, hey, it's NR. It is pretty freaking unpredictable. And hey, good to have everyone here. Jumped up to about 12, 13, 14 people watching. Good to see y'all. And I have no idea what happened to Kanto there. That is pretty weird. But anyways, heading over to Victory Lane, and then taking a look at how close the standings are going to be. But Evan Hunter, win number 2 on the season, in the number 11 HX Ford. Phenomenal job. No, actually, Nathan's not wrong. That 4-car has been cursed since season 1. Whether Michael's driving it or whether William Brock is driving it, he's not wrong. Because that was the pole sitter. On this channel, I don't think so. I do not believe you have. Unless you have back in the Planet Dolan days. Which I'm still needing to remind myself of who won all of those for the Tournament of Champions coming up. Because yes, those do count. Let's see. I'm gonna get score 4 up and running here a while. But the only champion I remember from that, for sure, was Jonathan Rains. I don't remember the others. I think Brandon Hall may have had one. But he already had the Little Nightmares Nationwide Series Championship. So that would count anyway. Oh, man. I'm genuinely trying to think here because you honestly might. If you didn't, Michael Anderson may have. again, I'm trying to think here. If anyone remembers that far back by chance, please let me know, because this is kind of important, again, for the Tournament of Champions, because the PDNC champions do count. Well, I can't see the chat right now. Who am I kidding? Mountain Dew Southern 500 in the books. Yep. So, 3 races to go. What do we got for points? Actually, let me look and see what everyone's saying first. Yes, it was. Yada yada. PTS, I think you were in the 98. Oh, I remember now. I didn't watch a single race in that series, so apparently to be a champion, I can't watch a race in a season. What happened to me in Joe's series? Good one. But yeah, man, I wish I could confirm that. I really wish I could. But new point leader, Roger Ray, by 14, a measly 14 points. That is pretty darn close. That is Roger Ray ahead of Cody Reynolds now. And in North Wilkesboro, Evan Hunter jumping up to 96 back. He was a bit further back than I thought he was, actually. But a good gain there. Brandon Gomez still knocking on the door in 4th place, 109 back. So could try and make something happen still. Diego Pez jumping up a spot over William Brock. Top 5 separated by 147. So still within a race win, I believe. Between 1st through 5th. But then William Brock 163. Nick Kennedy dropping to 7th. Then a bit more of a gap. Seth Cole, Jay Jefferson, Nathan Stapleton are the top 10. Seth Cole and Jay Jefferson, some pretty nice gains right there. Up into the top 10. Sienna Merrill, though, the biggest mover by the looks of it after that race, gaining 7 spots up to 12th. But 197 points separating 1st through 10th. So I would say, given the right amount of luck, anyone in the top 10 still might have a shot. And again, it's going to take some luck for guys like Seth Cole, Jay Jefferson, Nathan Stapleton. But not counting them out yet. Anyone in the top 5, a real legitimate shot. Again, with these 3 races to go, which I think in order go: North Wilkesboro, Atlanta, then Indianapolis. You just take care of yourself, man. But yeah, remember you had that streak of top 5s going? Or top 10s, I mean. Yeah, you're right there. Evan Hunter actually with the most top 10s on the season by the looks of it, with 8. So still below top 35, looks like it. Looking on down here, yeah. Just inched into the top 40. Wow. And Dale Salzman, car number 98, still looking for that first top 10. My goodness, look at that. Just has not been his season. But hey, NR is a crazy thing sometimes. You just never know what you're going to get. Well, you're not doing too well. You're 20th. I mean, that's not bad, I would say. Well, hey, it's been a good season so far. It's been a really good season, I'd say. As I'm about to sneeze. Sorry. So again, next race will be, well, on the channel will definitely be trucks from Rockingham. No doubt about that. Hopefully I'll be able to do that Saturday night. Hopefully. And then we'll be doing We'll be doing NCCS again probably Sunday. Again, this is all very loose. I just kind of do races on a whim at this point, whenever I feel up to doing them, because hooray for college schedules and how much it just wipes you out. But it's all good though. So I think on that note, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. If no one else has anything else to say. Roger Roy. Sounds like someone out of Canada. Or no, would that be like Roger Waugh? Isn't that how they pronounce that in Canada? Raw. Rigoro. Oh dear. Well, I'll go ahead and wrap it up now and say thank you everyone for tuning in. Been a great season so far. Got 3 races to go, 2 races to go in the trucks. Let's make them pretty fun. And then, of course, the Tournament of Champions. So, thank you everyone. Have yourselves a good night. Thank you for coming by. Until next time, take care. And bye for now.